Welcome everybody to Gus Brown Buick GMC here in Whitby. Boy, do we know a nice car when we see one. Look at this. This is a 2022 Honda Pilot TrailSport. This is a beautiful 8-passenger luxury SUV right here at Gus Brown. This has only 44,000 kilometers on it, no accident history, and it is in incredible shape. If you're shopping from home, we're going to take you on a tour of the exterior and interior condition, as well as some of the great features you're going to get on this Pilot if you purchase it from us at Gus Brown. Now, underneath the hood of a Pilot is a 3.5-liter V6 engine. It's connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and of course, it is all-wheel drive. Now, what's unique about the TrailSport is a couple of things. First and foremost, the appearance of the TrailSport is a little bit more rugged. We get just over half an inch of extra ground clearance here, and you might notice that just from this side profile of these great looking 18-inch alloy wheels. Nice black alloy wheels. We've got Firestone rubber on here as well. They look aggressive from the side, however, just a regular road trim. So that's kind of the TrailSport thing, right? Make it look like it's off-roady, but it's not. It is still good and solid and quiet on the highway and the roads. Now, we do have skid plates underneath the front of this vehicle as well, plus a couple different dynamic drive modes, and we'll get to that when we get inside. But let's continue our tour on the exterior. And you can see from the side profile here, it is a good size SUV. As I mentioned, 8 passengers that you will see inside when we open up the doors. You might have noticed the piano black roof rails up top and all the black exterior accents on this as part of that TrailSport package. Coming around the rear, nice looking taillights. Taking a step back just to give you a look at the full back end here. You'll notice the TrailSport badge just above that all-wheel drive logo. And then we have some piano black cladding just down here to finish off the bottom of the bumper. Now, opening up the power tailgate, we'll get a look at our cargo capacity. So this is a full-size suitcase that we're able to fit here with the third row seats up, with some room to spare on both sides. Now, let's take this out for a moment and let's show you what we're looking at if we don't use the third row seats. Really easy to fold these down. Give this a pull. Now, look at this. Fold flat seating, tons of room back here. Also gives me an opportunity to show you the cup holders, the rear ventilation as well. But there's lots of room back here if you have this third row seat down. Now, there we go. I want to show you the third row seat condition, so we're going to leave those up for now and close up the tailgate. And just as I do so, I did want to point out, because this is part of doing this video to show the cosmetic condition, just a couple of little tiny minor chips on the back. Okay, super minor, a little touch-up paint will take that a long way. Coming around the passenger side, again, still looking for any dings, dent, scratches, anything cosmetically that we would want to show you. It's kind of like you're here in person. That's the whole idea with this video, is you get a good tour of this car without actually having to come here. LED headlights, LED daytime running lights there, and LED fog lights down below. All right, nice piano black front grille. Taking a step back to give you a nice look at the front end. Everything looks fantastic here. Even on the hood, I really don't see any stone chips or anything up top. So again, condition on this, we're going to call it a 9.8. A couple little stone chips on the back is nothing to be worried about. Now, here is our second row seating. The TrailSport comes with the bench second row. So that's 3 passengers across this bench seating. You can see it's nice perforated leather seats. We have that orange contrast stitching from that TrailSport logo kind of continuing on. Center armrest here that folds down. And these outboard seats, so the ones closest to the door, are also heated seats. You'll notice that with these buttons right here. So 3-stage heated seats for those seats. And we have the tri-zone climate control, so the passengers in the back have their own independent temperatures. And we've got 2 USB ports down here as well. Now, to hop into the third row seat, it's super easy. There's a little button behind here. Push, and everything slides up and out of the way. And then you can see the condition of these third row seats as well. They're fantastic. Now, this is a non-smoker vehicle. There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns anywhere inside this interior. We've got a sun visor built into the door as well for the second row seating. And then let's go take a look up front. Now, TrailSport gives you this power tilt and slide sunroof up top. And then we get the TrailSport logo embroidered in that front headrest, again with that nice orange contrast stitching. We also have armrests up front for the front driver and front passenger as well. That's really nice. Those are really super comfortable. And then a power driver seat with the power lumbar support. And that is all hooked up to a 2-driver memory system here. Now that memory system is also linked up to the key fob. So if you look on the back of the key fob here, you see driver 1. When I hop in with this, driver 1 settings are automatically applied. While we have the key fob out, it does have a remote starter as well. So some nice feature on there as well. Get the car warmed up or cooled down depending on the conditions. Okay, now that we are in the driver's seat, let's talk about the safety features you get. You always have 7 other passengers on board with you. You want to make sure this is safe. Well, Honda has you backed with the Honda Sensing Suite. So they've got all of their safety features built into this Pilot: forward emergency braking with forward collision warning. We have blind spot warning as well. The lane keeping assist system. We have adaptive cruise control. You'll see that button right here on the steering wheel. We even have the lane watch. So when we put on our right turn signal, you'll see that you get that blind spot mirror, or sorry, that blind spot camera activated in the infotainment display, which is really great. We have rear cross traffic alert and a multi-angle rear view camera, which I'll show you in a moment. Plus a couple other really great safety features. Again, it is jam-packed to make sure that everybody on board is nice and safe. Now, as I was showing you the steering wheel, good eyes would have caught the fact that it is a heated steering wheel as well. You see that button down there. We have our radio controls on the other side. That, again, orange stitching from the TrailSport is continued on in here. We have the paddle shifting behind the wheel for that 9-speed automatic. If you wanted to use that, you can go ahead. That'd be fun. And then look at the odometer, 44,869 kilometers. Really, really low kilometers for a 2022. Now, if we look down here to our driver's knee, there's a couple of things here. That Econ button is going to be very helpful. That is what's going to help you achieve that kind of reputable fuel economy that Hondas always get. That Econ button is going to help with this. We've got our safety systems that you can turn on or off there. And then we have even heated windshield washer fluid, which I know you can appreciate in the wintertime would be fantastic to have. Now, looking down the center console here, just to give you a kind of a view what it looks like from the driver's perspective. We'll get into a couple of these features in just a moment. Noticing this on the dash here, just a little mark here on the dash. Looks like, if I'm guessing, maybe they put something through the back, piece of lumber maybe, and it was just kind of sticking out here and just caught the front of the dash. Now that can be repaired, by the way. Ask the sales team here if you want a quote on getting that repaired. I don't think it would be terribly much to have that. I know of the gentleman, he comes in. By the time he's done with that, it won't even look like it's here anymore. So if that's a big concern, ask them how much that would be to get refinished. Now you can see we have the onboard navigation system in the Pilot. We also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You'll see those 2 buttons there. Honda does a really good job with this infotainment system here because you can download apps to this, which is really convenient too. You can see we have Sirius XM over-the-air system updates, so it will download software updates for you, and then you can have this updated, which is kind of the latest and greatest stuff. And then there's the Honda Link, which is the app you can download on your phone, which connects you to your phone, the car and the phone together, and allows you to do a bunch of cool different things with that as well. Worth giving it a shot. Putting the Pilot in reverse. So this is a camera angle that most vehicles don't have. This is 180 degrees of view. It's a widescreen angled view. This is the more traditional version, if I can push the button, more traditional version that you would have here. And then this is also a very convenient view. This is the top down looking at the back bumper. So if you have to back up, you can get nice and close to something without bumping into anything. So it's a nice camera view, multi-angle view that you get with the Pilot. Here is our tri-zone climate control. Again, you might notice you can lock out those rear climate settings in case you have little ones back there that love to push buttons. We have the driver and passenger heated front seat. And we have a wireless charging pad as well, which is nice and convenient. Just drop your phone there, it'll start to charge up. This is our gear selector here, just a set of buttons, nice and neat, kind of keeps everything looking really tidy here. And then this is the dynamic driving modes that I was mentioning. So when we push this button here on the steering wheel, we get now snow, mud, and sand. And being a TrailSport, they are, I guess, suggesting you can certainly do that with this vehicle. Again, being that it's a little bit taller, it's got the skid plate underneath to protect you. You could certainly use this on the cottage roads without any fear. Down in here, lots of storage, USB ports, and everything kind of tucked in and out of the way. And then last but not least, our push button start is here on the steering wheel. Now, last but not least, here is the Carfax for the Pilot. You can see here, no accident or damage records found. 6 service records is available to view on this as well. And if I'm guessing, this was probably a leased vehicle that was then purchased out. So more than likely, it's a one-owner vehicle. As the sales team, that's just a hunch I have, not necessarily fact, but that would be my guess. It was a lease that was then purchased by Gus Brown when they traded this in. But I mean, let's be honest, this 2022 Honda Pilot TrailSport 44,000K is a beautiful find. If you're still watching the video and interested in this Pilot, I suggest you call them right away. These usually do not last on a lot for very long, and you can probably see why with this video. So we can't wait to see you here at Gus Brown, getting behind the wheel of your new Honda Pilot. Thanks so much for watching, and congratulations to whoever picks up this great find.